Welcome everybody to Snake Cinema Reviews. I'm your host, Prince Elias. Today I have Mr. Lafayette, my cinnamon ball python, and today we are reviewing Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. Now, before I get into the film itself, I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely 100%, no apologies, hate Zack Snyder's DCEU films. Hated Man of Steel, hated Batman v Superman. I didn't even watch his Snyderverse of Justice League because I hate all the rest of that shit, so no. Watchmen was a lot of fun back in the day, but I haven't rewatched it, so I don't know how it will pan out. And I did not like Sucker Punch. 300 was good, but then again, I haven't seen that in years, so who knows, my opinion on those older films of his probably changed. And I do remember seeing his version, his remake of Dawn of the Dead so long ago when I was in high school, but like I said, it's been some years. But his most recent work that he has put out with Warner Brothers and DC, I hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna BS and pretend like I've been a Zack Snyder fanboy, because I have not. But I will say this. This film makes me want to go back and watch his first remake of Dawn of the Dead, because I had so much fun with this film. This film, I like Zack Snyder doing zombies more than I like Zack Snyder doing superheroes. This film was so much fun. It was a zombie movie. It was a heist movie. It was horror. It was comedy. It was it was action-packed. It was amazing, and I had such a fun time. I watched this on HBO Max. I did not see it in theaters, but it makes me want to go and see it in theaters on the big screen. But I watched it on a big TV screen with my siblings for my birthday when I went to Nashville, and it was a fun time. It felt like we were in the movies, even though we weren't, because we were talking and we were being loud and we were like, oh my gosh, and we were yelling at the characters. It really felt like the good old days back before, you know, the shutdown, where you would go to the movies, see a horror film or an action movie, and you talk with your friends, you talk with strangers in the movie theater with you, and y'all just cussing at the characters who do make the dumbest mistakes, and you're like, what the hell are you doing, look out, and all the other stuff. It felt like the good old days back when we were going to theaters like that, except we were in the comfort of our own home, so thank you HBO Max for that. But like I said, this was a ball of fun. I had a blast. I was smiling from beginning to end. Some of the sadder notes, the family dynamic of certain characters didn't work for me, but those were like nitpicks, I believe, because they were few and far between. Other than that, it was comedy, it was action, it was horror. I'm not really big on zombies, period. I'm be honest with you. Out of all the zombie stuff that's been out since the beginning of time of zombie movies, I probably can count on one hand how many I actually enjoy. And that is including the first couple of seasons of The Walking Dead. So I'm not really a big zombie person. Zombies don't scare me. People make jokes about the zombie apocalypse and, you know, stuff like that. That doesn't scare me. If that happened in real life, I'll probably be the first group of people to die. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I would not be a survivor. If I don't die from human zombies, I'll die from animal zombies. And guess what? This movie has an animal zombie, which was my favorite part of the whole film. It's just, you know, they just don't do it for me. But zombie movies like this is a ball of fun. I had a good time. I like this version of Zack Snyder. Like I said, watching this film makes me want to go back and watch the first one, Dawn of the Dead, the remake that he did. And it also makes me enjoy the older version of Dawn of the Dead, you know, the classic, so that he remade. So it's just, you know, it was a good time. It was definitely, I'm glad I watched it at home, but like I said, when I feel safe enough, I would have wanted to go see it in the movie theaters. I think seeing all that stuff on the big screen, the cinematography, the action pack, the CGI. There is an actor on here which is very well known by now that they weren't in the same scenes with all the other actors. They had to be green screen in, and the way they did that digitally flowed. Like, I couldn't even tell. I didn't know until after I watched the film and I started looking at interviews and seeing, because Zack Snyder was doing a bunch of junkets and he was interviewed by a couple of people that I follow on YouTube. And it wasn't until I started seeing interviews and seeing stuff on Twitter that I found out that that person wasn't even in the room with all the other actors. They had to be digitally put in, CGI'd in or whatever. And it flowed. I couldn't even tell. I thought that person was in the scene with everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And the characters are fun. Even the asshole characters that are supposed to be assholes, that you're supposed to hate, everything was fun. The people who got their comeuppance got their comeuppance, and Zack Snyder kind of made me sympathize with the zombies a bit. Like dang, y'all really betrayed them like that? They let you in their territory without killing you and your peoples, and you do them like that? Anyways, watch the film. It is great. I highly recommend it. This was a ball of fun. I would give this a 7 out of 10. It's not a perfect film. It has its flaws, and to me it could have been knocked down maybe 10-15 minutes shorter in time frame. A lot of these movies nowadays, ever since the Avengers, Marvel, you know, Endgame and stuff, a lot of these people, regardless of what genre, is giving us 2, 3, 4 hour films. We don't need that much. Go back to the 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We don't need 3, 4 hours, you know, 2.5, 2 hours and 15-minute films. I can't spend that much time in the theater, and I can't spend this time on HBO Max or Disney Plus or Netflix. Like, come on now, shorter times, please, shorter times. But I didn't feel the long time frame until maybe the climax. But then again, me and my siblings were out drinking all day and partying, and I was just tired. You know, maybe if I was of a sober mind and had slept for 8 hours, I probably would not have felt the time frame. But I feel like he could have cut maybe 10 minutes out of it. But then again, there was, I don't know where he could have cut it out, because every scene was either super entertaining or super important to the plot. So I don't know. I'm sorry, Zack, but you did a great work. I love this film. It surely makes up for the trash DC EU films that he has made. I just really with a passion hate Man of Steel's and Batman v Superman and this shit. But he made up for it with this. Stick to the zombie movies. Stick to action movies. If you want to make more movies like the 300 stuff, Zack, do that. But leave superheroes alone. But that is my review. Like I said, I'll give it probably a 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10. But it was fun. It was a great time. I enjoyed it. It's very rewatchable. I just can't be sleepy, or I will fall asleep because it's so long. But anyways, that is it for Snake Cinema Reviews. I'm your host, Prince Elias. This is Lafayette, and we will catch y'all in the next vlog. Peace.